Alright, so we're back to the only game where the person that has the highest possibility of murdering you is your own self. It's The Sims 4. With all of the social distancing going on, I thought it would be a good opportunity to force my Sims to deal with the same torture that the rest of us have. I say torture, I never really went outside to begin with. People are like, Gray, you can't go out anywhere. You can't see any people. Do you know what that's called? And I'm like, it's called Wednesday. But today I want to force a bunch of Sims to deal with complete and total isolation. Obviously right now we only have the man family, and from this meatball-shaped gigantic testicle hair fluff thing, you can tell that Bab Ross is indeed back. Now eventually I want to segregate at least 100 Sims. In order to do this, we're effectively going to have to build the Palace of Pain. All of the Sims will have everything they could possibly want. They're going to have a stove, a way to sleep, a computer, maybe a TV. The only thing that they're not gonna have is a door to leave the room. We're gonna do something a little different though, because since we're gonna have 100 Sims, every 20 Sims, I'm going to take something away from the isolation room that I'm gonna put them in. So we're gonna get to see what happens to the human psyche when it prepares for long times away from people less and less. And then of course we must find out how long it takes everyone to start dying. Now the Sims actually have a big benefit here, because normally they would see one of their kin die and then they would sit there crying over their body for the next 12 days. But I'm gonna close each one off to the rest of the world. They won't even know that anyone else exists. They're Sims though, so they'll probably end up dying from like a urinary tract infection or something. All right, first things first, we need 100 individually made rooms with all the stuff that a person would need, but no way out. Welcome everyone to the Hunker Down Bunker. Although I'm not gonna lie, this bright pink room is also pretty amazing. There's nothing quite like a hideous radioactive Cthulhu gnome to watch your every move. All right, I'm gonna bring these Sims into my world a little bit. They're all gonna get a fantastic computer. It needs to be high end because it's gonna be their only friend. All right, we need a terrible sink. Oh, here we go, a toilet that the Sims can talk to. I'm such a nice guy. I'm actually gonna put this toilet right in front of the TV. That's where I would put it if it was me. Get rid of the door because y'all won't be needing that anymore. All right, I'm just doing this so that we can see all the additional Sims. I don't think that technically they'll be able to interact with one another, even though they'll be visible. Okay, the template for the isolation chamber is ready. This should be everything a Sim needs to survive. Go ahead and save the old room real quick. Apparently I can't save it as hell. Okay, I can get 81 of these on a single floor, so we're gonna be just fine. The man family is currently inside. They're all so happy because of how well decorated I made everything. I'm gonna let them just kind of hang out for a day and see if, everyone survives through the night. First couple of days away from any sort of human contact really shouldn't be that bad. Florida man's already over here on Tinder. He's like, well, I give the cleavage an A+. I like how Tim Horton, who is effectively the nicest guy in the entire series, is keeping his eyes closed as various individuals get blown to hell on TV. I almost forgot, I always love giving everyone an absolutely obnoxious amount of light in their room. Put it right over the toilet. All right, this is a pretty realistic simulation so far of what would happen. Like half of the people are just playing on their computer, the other half of the people are watching TV. Australian man is over here reading a book. Well, I say reading a book. He is holding a book. Everyone's feeling very inspired right now, playful, happy. All right, people can use the toilet. People are making food. Everything's working just fine. Now everyone's starting to talk to their toilet. That's good. How quickly the insanity has progressed. Okay, everyone's doing so well. I think we can immediately move up to 20 Sims. Okay, all 20 Sims are in. They're doing just fine. They have the rooms with all the stuff in it. That's assuming they don't burn the friggin' house down. Never mind! Florida man. How would I not have known that it would be you to try and set yourself on fire cooking a grilled cheese? He's over here, he's like, I've had enough of this shit. Gray, I know how these things work, I'm out of here. The best part is this thing can actually break, so I don't have to replace the goddamn stoves over and over again when they set themselves on fire. So we're gonna play a little mini game here. In order to find out what we will take away, I'm going to go to a Sim, and the very next thing that they use, that is what the next set of rooms will not have in it. You, good sir, the man who has the wardrobe that looks like it's made from my aunt's $5 handbag. Whatever you use next, the next set of 20 people will not have in their room. Go ahead. This is your fault, you know. I'm not the one doing this to the Sims. It's you. Why don't you go use something? Maybe the toilet. That'll screw everyone over. This guy's legitimately just nonstop watching TV. Well, your boy just decided to use the bed. So the next group doesn't get a bed. What you doing there, Florida man? You looking at the dinner that tried to kill you earlier today? Yeah, you're gonna eat it real slow, aren't you?
Oh, Shushka.
He's like, God damn it, it tastes like attempted murder. All right, everyone's doing pretty good. I'm gonna let this day go by, and then if everyone's still alive, we'll do 20 more Sims, but this time without a bed. Florida man has turned in for the night. It's been a tough day, considering he was almost the first person to die. Oh, this is nice. We have Diet Bob Vila over here. He looks super pissed. What are you watching? He's over here. He's like, that Aladdin guy reminds me of my father. I hate my father. This guy really doesn't want to eat this sandwich. Look at him. He's like, I remember what you tried to do to Florida, man. All right, the sinks are working good. Everyone's washing their hands just like they're supposed to. Okay, this is kind of scary. Everyone's deciding to cook at once. This seems like a big fire hazard. Okay, new day. So far, so good. Let's get 20 more Sims in here. Won't be needing this anymore. All of the Sims are now getting the introvert update. Okay, all the Sims are set up. Now I'm gonna pick someone, and the next item that they use is the thing that the next 20 rooms will not have in it. How you doing there, Mrs. Stepford Wives? Looking a little nervous, yeah. Guess what? You're about to ruin the lives of 20 people. What are you gonna use? All right, no TV it is. Ah, you're bored, huh? Yeah, you better get used to that. How you doing there, bro fist? Yeah, you better clench up, because in order to keep those six-pack abs, you're gonna need to figure something out inside of this tiny-ass room. Tonsils is running away. This is the worst news I've heard all day. No excuse. Who the hell pissed themselves? Are you serious? It's literally right there. What did you two not see eye to eye or something? She's like, I refuse to use it. That toilet called me a whore. I get the feeling people are going to be dying pretty soon, so let's go ahead and add 20 more lots. But this time with no TV. Well, I was going to add 20 more lots, but then Nelson set himself on fire. The difference between Florida Man and Nelson is Nelson doesn't really seem like he gives a shit. He just wants to burn to death. Now he's finally like, oh my God, I'm on fire. I'm also so hungry. Hey, Death. What are you doing here? Did someone die and I wasn't privy to it? He's like, no, just thought I would save some gas. Get here before the death starts. All right, Nelson. Well, you gave it your best shot, dude. Jesus Christ, the first death happened and we didn't even get to like the third thing that's missing from the rooms yet. Next set of rooms, no TV. Okay, the next group of Sims are in. Thanks to this man's majestic hat, I will follow him for a little bit and find out exactly what he uses so that we can take it away from the next 20 rooms. What do you think, Pedro? How sick are you feeling? You gonna get rid of the toilet, maybe? The shower? The sink? Okay, whenever someone dies from now on, I'm gonna remove their room just so that my computer doesn't feel like imploding. And the toilet it is. Way to go, Pedro. You make me proud. People without beds are already starting to sleep all over the ground. Some of them are sleeping at their computers. This is all pretty realistic. Actually, quite a few people are sleeping at their computers. I am quite frankly amazed at this point. You understand how many Sims have died with almost everything they could possibly want in their house. And yet, almost everyone, you know, except for one schmuck that burned to death, is still alive. I feel like Big Brother as I just go through all of the different rooms, watching what everyone's doing on the computer. A lot of people have urinated on themselves. That's very good. I haven't even taken the toilet away yet. That'll be coming soon. Spleens hasn't eaten in like 3 days, but it's okay. She lives on a steady diet of methamphetamine. Since everyone's doing so friggin' well, I think it's time to add 20 more. Say goodbye to your good friend the toilet. You can thank one of your own lineage for that. Okay. We now have 80 friggin' people in position, some of them living in a hell a little bit worse than others. Now it's time to find out how quickly they start dropping like flies. I just noticed that this girl's name is Parker Parks. Who the hell did this? This is legitimately a fantastic example of isolation because Florida Man is over here. He's sound asleep at 1:55 in the afternoon. The Sims have begun losing all possible track of time. There's a lot of things that Australian Man could have chosen to do given this scenario. His answer? Starve to death. Ever since I took the computer and the toilet away from the people, they've just started playing incessantly on their cell phones. Like a whole slew of them, non-stop. Again, the realism here is just frightening. What's interesting is despite not having beds, a lot of people still have a bedtime and they all go to sleep at exactly the same time. It's just when I say they go to sleep by licking their floor clean. Oh God, the deaths have begun. People are starting to starve to death. All right, there goes Lakeisha Woods, Ryland Connor. What amazes me is that a lot of the people that are dying are the people that have everything. They were cooking in the beginning. Everything was just fine. Some people have simply stopped wearing clothes. Oh, never mind. There we go. Tim Horton, Jesus Christ, no. It's kind of interesting, but because I'm deleting the areas as the people die, it gives me the opportunity to show you where exactly the most deaths are coming from. Aiden went to sleep, maxing out his final character in World of Warcraft, and he woke up dead. Another one bites the dust, got out of the toilet, went straight to hell. Oh god, we got like a twofer over here. Notification wall is full. You don't say. Is it full with death? Is this guy dying on the toilet? Oh, Jesus. Like 7 more people just died all at once. Oh, it's a nice little row here. Florida man's still alive. All around me are familiar faces. Tonsils is hungry. Yeah, apparently so is everyone else. I had to get the 20 last Sims in here so that we could have had 100 participants. This guy just made food, which means the last 20 don't get a stove. The deaths are legitimately coming so fast now, I don't even have time to get rid of the cubicles. 2 more down. God, so many people have died so fast. Who's left? Florida man is still in it, as is Bab Ross. I don't know how. She's just been chilling in this corner over here forever. There is just puddles of urine everywhere. Some people stand in puddles of urine. Some people sleep in puddles of urine. That's right, Florida man's not gonna starve. He's having a friggin' peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I say that, it's probably a peanut butter and Bud Light sandwich. He is like staring at it so intently. He's like, if I don't eat this sandwich, I can finally die. I just noticed someone in this room died, probably from starving to death. There's a perfectly good plate of rotting food right here by the toilet. So it has now been 5 days of total isolation and almost everyone is dead. I've finally gotten the opportunity to delete all the rooms where dead people are. Okay, as of right now, out of all 100 cubicle areas, this is all that's left. This little block over here has managed to survive for quite a long time. Don't get me wrong. They still got plenty of urine puddles and rotting food laying everywhere. They just haven't died yet. Who the hell set something on fire? Babarossi is here, he is! Well, since you're all alone over there, I guess I'll just let you burn. All right, with Bab burning alive, that means that Florida Man is the only one that's left of the original 6. Hopefully this fire doesn't spread all the way to him. All right, 2 more down over here. All right, the big group is finally starting to die. There goes Trace. Florida Man's just on his computer over here. Or is he? He's gone so crazy. He's just looking at a black screen at this point. He's like, yeah, this screen is empty, just like my future. Wow, Derek died of starvation while making a... Oh, he wasn't making anything. That's just been sitting on the stove fermenting. I like how death appeared before this guy even died. He was like, there should be someone dead. Oh, there it is. He's like, is this the right soul? I don't know. I've been reaving so many. They're all starting to look the same. I think we just had 3 more die and somehow Florida Man is still alive. It's like people are trying to die in their own puddles of urine on purpose. They're like, go ahead and touch me now, Satan. There are now only 7 people remaining and Florida Man is in fact one of them. He's still just staring at the black screen. He's very sad. He's sad because he's not dead yet. I'm not really sure how this happened, but somehow this dude got stuck behind the bathtub and the sink, and now he can't get out. So he's just gonna slowly die back here in the corner. 5 Sims remain. You better pray to God you finish this mac and cheese in the next 10 hours, because if you don't, you're gonna starve to death. Look at this, 10 hours left. You gonna eat it? Or are you just gonna look at it? Nope. Just gonna go ahead and fall asleep. This is it. There's 2 Sims left. Florida Man and Beckett Garrison. Florida Man's reading all the comments over here. They're all like, Florida Man's gonna die. Rip Florida Man. F in chat for Florida Man. He's like, no. Or maybe not, because this guy is starving to death. And that means that, wow, death showed up really fast there. And that means that Florida Man is in fact the winner. And from this face, you can tell he's so proud. I cannot believe he ended up surviving this, especially since he was one of the very first ones that got sat on the lot. Well, there you have it. 6 days of total isolation. There's only 1 man left, and it's Florida Man. This lady's over here. She's like, what the hell is that? Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this episode of The Sims 4. Till the next time, stay foxy and much love.